AWB's 2021 Manufacturing Week is presented by Primera.
Our enterprise solutions would cut your monthly operational costs in half. Taylor, it would pay for itself in 6 months. So, what do you think? One more time. I'll go one more time.
Your employees work hard for you. Give them a health plan that works harder for them. From Primera Blue Cross, with more options to fit your business needs and budget. Because your employees depend on it. Find your plan at business.primera.com.
On what is only a Chamber of Commerce-like day, today, we're out and on the water. We're celebrating boat builders throughout Washington State. And we're going to visit some amazing ones on the Kitsap Peninsula and the Seattle waterfront. Welcome on back to the Manufacturing Week bus tour presented by Primera. Today, we're off to see the workforce of tomorrow. We're going to be visiting students throughout the Kitsap Peninsula, starting at West Sound Tech to begin with.
This is West Sound Tech Skills Center. We have 13 programs here. Actually, we have 12 programs on campus, and we have one satellite maritime operations program that is in Port Townsend. We have roughly 500 students that we serve here on our campus. Students are here half their day, so they spend 2.5 hours a day here, either in the morning or in the afternoon. And they are focused 5 days a week, just like they would be at their home high school, but in their advanced career and technical education area. And we serve 10 school districts, so we serve as far west as Port Townsend. We serve as far east as Peninsula. We go down through North Mason and across to Bainbridge. Everybody in between. If they're here all year, they're here about 540 hours of time, which gives them a really good in-depth opportunity. All of our programs have dual credit, which means that the students get college credit for free while they're here on campus in that content area. They earn CTE credit in their classes. They also earn what's called equivalency credit. So students are being able to integrate that basic academic learning with their CTE learning, and they're applying it. Probably one of the biggest things that they have is that students can earn certifications here on campus.
This is a pretty cool class. I am a first year, which means I'm a junior. It's a great community here. We're all pretty close. Mr. Snyder is an amazing teacher. It's an absolutely amazing learning opportunity. I've only been here for a couple weeks, but I already love it. It's amazing. Right now we're taking apart and rebuilding small engines. They're a little long. We're learning all the different components, how to put them back together, and it's a really fun opportunity.
Most importantly, I think that no matter which program they're in, these students get transferable skills. They learn leadership, they learn how to show up on time, they are learning how to integrate and connect and collaborate with others. And then we try as much as possible to set it up in such a way that this is simulated workplace. So they are expected to follow those workplace practices, and the idea is that they can fail here and be successful when they leave. We don't want them just to get out and have a job. We want them to thrive in what they're doing.
Thanks to West Sound Tech for letting us stop by today. It was really great to see the program up front and close. By the way, we're going to see some alumni from there at Eventec, and at our next stop, Safe Boats International. Boat building is alive on the Kitsap Peninsula.
Safe Boats has now been here in this area for about 25 years. We are just passing our 2500th boat. So we have built almost all of those here in this facility. And the only exception to that is the Mark VI patrol boat, which was built back between about 2013 and 2017 down in our Tacoma facility. The Tacoma facility will be reopening sometime probably middle of next year. I don't know if you saw the news yet, but we were awarded a contract late last week for the first 6 of what's likely to be an 8-boat contract from the Navy. These are Mark VI patrol boats for Ukraine, and will lead to, well, at least for the first phase, approximately 75 new employees hired over the course of 2022 and 2023. Definitely an exciting development for the company.
We are a highly customized boat builder. If you want to see little widgets go through the factory pretty quick, you're not going to see it here. There's a lot of custom one-off platforms, very specific to the brave men and women who support our country. And you know, us being able to provide that is a pretty cool thing that I think a lot of people here hold near and dear. There's a large focus on promoting within. I started on the floor. I was running airlines 19 years ago, and now I'm responsible for multiple different departments within the organization. So it's a really, really cool thing that we try and facilitate and help our team members continually grow through the organization.
We've delivered boats and have boats in service in about 70 countries around the world now. That number has continued to climb every month, every year. There will be boats in here going to, countries all over the world, the federal government, state and local agencies all over the country. So it's one of the things that we're most proud of. It's just the diversity of our customers and the men and women in uniform that these serve, both here and with our allies all over the world.
You can see a couple completed boats that we have here. One is a 35-foot full cabin for the U.S. Air Force. To highlight all the additional things that we do here, multiple contracts require us to do different pull tests, proof loads. So we do all of our own internal pull testing, stress tests, gun mount tests, the whole 9 yards.
We're here today at Safe Boats with Congressman Derek Kilmer. We're in your district today, Congressman. Talk to us a little bit about Safe Boats and the manufacturing sector that's here in your district.
Yeah, this district is very tied to manufacturing. Yeah, here in Kitsap County where we are right now, obviously the largest employer is the Naval Shipyard, but we also have some terrific companies like Safe Boats that are growing good jobs, making stuff here in the United States, here in the state of Washington, and sending it, as you saw today, all over the world.
One of the things that's really important for every employer is a skilled, trained, educated workforce. We had a chance to go to Westech Skill Centers where we saw the next generation of workers that are going to come into these careers this morning. Talk a little bit about that center and how important it is to the supply system up here.
They're doing a bang-up job of showing young people career pathways, showing that opportunities in the trades can lead to extraordinary jobs. And they've got an awesome team that are educating young people in everything from the construction trades to welding, which we need a lot more welders out there, to, as you saw, health sciences, since you got to see the goo lab, which was disgusting. Automotive repairs, all sorts of things that, as we know, for these young people can lead to a career, lead to high-paying jobs, and lead to opportunity.
We couldn't ask for a better partner or champion in this role of economic development than you. Thank you.
Thanks. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you.
Many thanks to Richard Schwartz and his team at Safe Boats for hosting us. Thank you to today's sponsor, Amazon, and our other sponsors, Primera, the Boeing Company, Cascade Natural Gas, Avista Corp, Walmart, Alaska Airlines, Mattel, Google, Swire Coca-Cola, and Banner Bank. Another boat builder on the peninsula who has some ingenious designs is Eventec. Let's go take a look.
We've continued to grow even through COVID, and so we've acquired a building next door this year, which is another 17,000 square feet with the Port of Bremerton. We've added 3 more production jigs in that shop. We're going to continue to add more, and we added a full service and support center now too, and brought more staff on for that. Yeah, and then our client base has continued to grow. So, we do a lot of super yacht stuff. A lot of recreational. You'll see them a lot more in the Puget Sound, the San Juan Islands. There's tons of clients locally. And then government has continued to grow and grow and grow too. So we're building a boat for the U.S. Coast Guard right now. That boat's going to be off camera under wraps because that's a competition we're in. And then we've got some boats in here for CDFW, California Department of Fish and Wildlife. We just had a great boat for Washington State Department of Fish and Wildlife. We did a boat for Wantagh, New York, fireboat. That just got delivered. We've got boats for Saipan, for Guam in here right now. Well, follow me, you guys. We'll head through. This is our main office, and we'll go through the conference room here, and then we'll head out to the shop. So yeah, so welcome to the shop floor. So this is again one of our facilities. We've got 4 total buildings in the Port of Bremerton now. But this is kind of where boats come in to get finished, and most of the managers, their offices are here. So this is a 33-foot open style boat, totally new design for them. They were looking for a boat that can kind of do it all. So this is port management, port security for Guam, and they're going to use it as a dive platform. They've even hinted they may go fishing off it when it's slow. But they're very excited to get that boat. This is one of our staple models. This is one of the boats. We've been building this boat for a long time, continually refining it, but the model's been just an excellent package for us. Really well finished. This rack back here is so he can put kayaks and paddle boards. This is one of those things clients always ask for, right? How do I get to the beach? He's got an electric awning shade system up there. He's got an infrared camera for night vision. The upholstery on this just looks fantastic. Again, part of his, design ideas. It's a really sharp boat. The biggest thing is just good people. So as far as skill set wise, we'll train what's needed. I mean, clearly welding is a big part of what we do. That's a very, skill. But then technicians. I think technicians in the whole industry are short right now. The product, it's continued to get more evolved, higher level finish, more equipment. And so that takes more skilled people to learn how to use those systems and install those systems.
Thanks to Micah and the team at Eventec for opening up their doors and giving us an up-close look at some of their boat building designs. Now we're off to Penn Cove Shellfish to present a 2021 Manufacturing Excellence Award. Come join us to see a 1975 family-owned company doing amazing work in shellfish sustainability and manufacturing equipment. Come join us. Good day from Penn Cove here on beautiful Whidbey Island. Today, we're here to celebrate and recognize another great manufacturer in the state of Washington for the Manufacturing Excellence Award in Operational Excellence. It couldn't go to a better company that really epitomizes operational excellence, and I'm here with Ian from Penn Cove Shellfish. First of all, congratulations. You are one of 4 coveted award winners in manufacturing excellence.
Well, thank you very much. We're very pleased to have received the award. I know that there's a lot of great manufacturers out in this part of the state, and to be considered amongst that group it makes us feel great, so thank you.
Ian, you come from, this is a family-owned enterprise.
It is
Can you talk
indeed.
a little bit about that? And we're literally standing on the shores of where it all began.
Yeah, don't back up much, right?
I know.
Yeah, so we're in Penn Cove. We came here in 1975. My dad got out of the service and he was looking to get into shellfish farming, and mussel farming was the direction he decided to go, and we came into Penn Cove. We found it full of mussels, and this is where we ended up. And so we've been here since '75. We started out with, you know, just 3 or 4 people, and we're up to pushing 100 now. So yeah, we've grown quite a bit over that time.
You had a chance to share with us, you've not just been improving the process, but the equipment. I mean, in addition to shellfish, we've done some boat building along the way, we've done some equipment building along the way. Talk a little bit about that.
So when we started, you know, we're out here a long ways, well, a few hours from any other manufacturer, from equipment providers. So there wasn't really a Home Depot for shellfish farm equipment, so we had to come up with our own. And we tied up originally with a small equipment boat manufacturer over in Burlington to build us some boats. And eventually that shop became part of our company. And so Penn Cove Shellfish builds boats, builds equipment, everything that we need to grow our company. And then we've built shellfish harvesting boats and vessels and equipment for other companies, you know, say out in Willapa Bay and Grays Harbor and Dabob Bay. So we built other equipment because those folks have seen what we do works. We do it at a fair and reasonable price, and the equipment is lifelong. We build it to last.
You have, I think, a really great claim to fame. In my words, like from ocean bed to dining room table in a pretty short period of time. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so one of the things that I saw when I was getting into the shellfish, not only farming business, but we had to distribute it too. It doesn't do you any good to grow it if you can't sell it, right? So we'd be out trying to sell our product. And we realized that a lot of the people that were buying shellfish were buying it from wholesalers where it had been sitting there for a long time. And so the quality of the product they had wasn't going to sell itself to anybody else, and it didn't really represent the shellfish industry well. So we got into our own distribution business at that point, where we would distribute fresh from our farm. And we got to the point, instead of distributing 2 days a week, it went to 3, and then now 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. We harvest Sunday through Thursday, so we can distribute Monday through Friday. And our tagline over time became fresh from the water, not the warehouse, because we wanted for people to realize that they could have shellfish as fresh as if they picked it, you know, off the beach themselves, and know that that's what it ought to taste like. It shouldn't smell funny. It shouldn't smell like it'd been in somebody's warehouse for a week.
So if you're from this Washington and you happen to be in the other Washington, a great plug for our upcoming Washington, D.C. trip, you can enjoy your product at Old Ebbitt's Grill and other places.
You can indeed. We ship back to D.C. a couple times a week. You know, for instance, when we harvest on a Sunday here, that product comes out of the water that afternoon. It's packed up in our warehouse. Our truck leaves here about 3 in the morning, and it's at the Alaska Airlines cargo desk down there at generally around 5 in the morning, and that product is on its way, probably landing in DC about noon. So it's a pretty cool story that our product can be harvested here and be in some place like DC less than 24 hours out of the water.
Farm to table from Washington State to Washington, D.C., right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Our 2021 Operational Excellence Award for Manufacturing Excellence in the state of Washington, Penn Cove. Ian, congratulations.
Thank you very much. We sincerely appreciate it. And again, we know we're in great company, and we've got great people working within our company to try and make things better for our company and the other people that we work with. And so this goes a long way to showing everything that our people have done.
Well, it's all about people. Congratulations to you and your team. Congratulations to your family. Again, Operational Excellence Award winner for 2021.
Thanks again.
Thank you. On a beautiful October afternoon, again, congratulations to our friends at Penn Cove Shellfish on being named the 2021 Manufacturing Excellence Award winner for Operational Excellence. And congrats to the other finalists as well, Chukka Cherries and Zemelco. And continuing with our theme of seeing boats, we're leaving beautiful Bremerton on our way across the water to downtown Seattle to visit our friends at Vigor Shipyard.
Vigor is a privately held company based in Portland with about 2,200 people across the company. So Vigor is a values-based company. We have 4 values. They are truth, responsibility, evolution, and love.
It's a great place to work, and we provide people with real chances to move up into life, to get better opportunities. I have senior leadership in this shipyard that started out by coming out of prison as young men and women who are now supervisors, who are now even a director.
Vigor does about 70% of the repair work on the Washington State Ferries fleet, and we've built half the vessels in the current fleet, and we'll be building the next 5 hybrid electric Olympic class ferries for Washington State. One of the things we wanted to show you today is a habitat restoration site here.
The contamination is legacy contamination going back to when the island was built in 1909. This will be where the habitat, we're standing in the footprint of the habitat right here.
So it's good for our people to see what Vigor's doing on site and to know that we're a responsible player, because if we're not responsible, they might choose to go to work for somebody who is responsible. So it's good for them to see it right on site. What are we doing? How does it matter in the community? So we're going to go into our public-private partnership with South Seattle College of Welding School. This is kind of called the School on the Shipyard.
We found that, if we train the welders, we can help the shipbuilding community out in the Puget Sound industry.
These people are free to look anywhere for a job. In fact, we help them. We also bring in competitors and others who do marine welding.
These are the employers that all of our students have gone to work for. We're doing like pipe welding, TIG welding, and welding aluminum in this area over here.
A very high job placement for people who leave this program.
What a great day we had today. We got to visit with the workforce of tomorrow, and we saw some outstanding trade-driven companies sending their products all across the globe. Thank you for being with us today, and many thanks again to our friends at Amazon for sponsoring today's program. Don't forget, you got a chance to help share the good news. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. As always, mfgiswa.org is a great resource for you as well. Include the hashtags MFGiswa, I Sign the Bus, and 2X MFG in Washington. What a big day. Can't wait to see you till tomorrow.
Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taking and no giving, they just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, for service and devotion, you would think that I would deserve a fair promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me. They let you dream just to watch him shatter. You're just a step on the boss man's ladder, but you got dreams he'll never take away.